guys, welcome back to How to Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. In today's video guys, we will show you how to remove or how to replace the radiator fan guys. That radiator fan, okay, the same fan guys, designs being used guys on Dodge Dart, Jeep Cherokee, Jeep Compass, Jeep Renegade guys, Chrysler 200 and maybe even Fiat 500X. As you know, that 2.4 Multiair engine guys is used on multiple vehicles, so if you have one, I think the video will be helpful and guide you guys what you need to do to replace the radiator fan. So stay with us, that's what we'll be doing. We'll have guys more than 200 videos on every car we get at the shop because our mission is to save you guys as much money as we can. So please subscribe to the channel, like the video guys, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below. So let's start on it now. So this is it guys, as I said, that 2.4 engine is being used on all the vehicles I mentioned. This is the radiator fan, that's what it looks like. We removed a few things, the exhaust manifold and stuff, so I can show you, but you practically don't need to remove anything. Disconnect your car battery guys. Okay, we have a video how to disconnect it. Always has to be disconnected when you're working on the fan, because if it activates it will cut your fingers off. Now let me show you guys, okay, what we need to do. We'll need to get 8mm socket guys, and right here, okay, we have one bolt in that hole that we'll need to remove. So this one will be with 8mm socket. So we're going to come from like right here. I think you'll be able to see what is happening a little bit better. Okay, check it out right here. So this is, I think it's a screw in the plastic fan. Okay, perfect. This is what it looks like. Now we guys have one just like that, okay, but it's actually on this side right here, and it's right behind the radiator hose. Okay, and you just have to hold it and unscrew a little bit at a time. As you can see guys, it comes loose, but it takes a little bit of time because this is screw. If it's a bolt, usually they come off really easy, but screws guys, they have they go in plastic, so they're made a little bit wider than the hole so they can hold, and as a result they don't come out as easy. If you guys have any questions or you want to see a certain repair, drop a comment below guys. So now right here guys, okay, we need to disconnect the wiring harness for that fan. There is one thing on the clip back there that you push in, okay, and I just need to grab it with my hand pretty sturdy and pull it out. Okay, let me grab the connector so I can explain to you. Okay, this thing right here, this clip, press down right here and pull it out. Now guys, that fan we'll need to pull up. Okay, let's see what else is holding here now. If we have anything else holding. Okay, I do have a few things holding. Let me show you now. Okay, right here we have wires guys that are connected to the fan. Okay, so that's a clip, and those wires will need to be disconnected from the radiator fan guys. Okay, down there, check it out. I'm trying to get a little bit of light. Okay, almost hit it. So from what I can see guys, that radiator fan will never ever come out without removing the radiator hoses, the upper and lower radiator hose. So we have to drain the coolant now so we can do that, because otherwise you won't be able to remove it guys. It's hitting the hoses and I think it's practically impossible. So stay with us, we'll drain the coolant and we'll continue. So what do you need to do to drain the coolant guys? Okay, you will need to, guys, get the car on jack stand so you can get underneath it. Lift the front end up a little bit if you can. If you have a lift, it will be even better. Okay, you can see we have the front tires a little bit in the air, just enough so we can get underneath the vehicle. And if you come to the driver's side, guys, okay, right here on the back side, okay, let me get there. Okay, right here there is one drain plug for the radiator, guys. Okay, and that drain plug, you need to get pliers, okay, to get it loose. Counterclockwise, guys, to get that thing loose. Okay, like that, yep. Just turn it more. Do that only when the coolant is cold, guys. Why? Because it can severely hurt you guys, burn you. So you want to minimize that risk. Wear gloves, eye protection, all that stuff. Don't ask why we don't. And what you need to do before you guys get that thing loose. Okay, let me explain quick before we continue. Your system may be under high pressure, guys. So on cold engine, just open that cap a little bit, okay, to make sure that there is no, okay, pressure before you get the plug loose. Okay, ours is good. Now I'm going to close it slowly, and that way the coolant will not leak out too fast until we resituate the bucket. So let's show you now there. It will go, then it will stop. If it hasn't been, guys, okay, if it hasn't been turned for a long time, it will be, okay, it will be that way. Okay, it started leaking. You can see we open it. Now, let's see if that's enough. Okay. We'll see if we can turn it a little bit more, guys. Always use gloves. Don't do what we do. Okay, we'll need to get the pliers to turn it just a little bit more. Okay, this is it, guys, like that. Okay, the whole plug came out. Okay, that's the whole plug. Now, what I'll do, okay, one person will hold the bucket. I'm going to go ahead and open the cap so it will not create any vacuum and everything will come out super fast. Okay, listen now. So we're going to let it drain. It will not take long. Probably will take less than 2-3 minutes to drain the whole system, and we'll show you guys how much we get out of it. So we're ready, guys. Okay, we can go ahead and install the plug. Always, guys, okay, you have to inspect that O-ring on the drain plug, okay, because that thing sometimes goes bad. You want to make sure that it's good, lubricated with coolant so we can install it easily. Otherwise, guys, it will be stuck. So that's what we'll be doing now. Okay, we'll just go ahead and get it tight. Usually if you lubricate the plug and everything, it will go by hand and you may be able to get it tight by hand with no problems, guys. Just getting it out, it's hard because it's really stuck and that O-ring is super dry. So as you can see, we have no problem installing it by hand and getting it tight. Okay, perfect. So that's how much we drain. We drain a little bit more than a gallon. So now, guys, we'll disconnect the radiator hose. Okay, so right here on the bottom. Okay, some things I'll be able to show you once we remove things, guys. So there is one metal clip on the bottom hose. They're like the BMW design that you pull up. Okay, and when you pull it up, guys, it's going to stay up. There is a special canal that it stays in. Okay, it's back there, and then grab the hose, just shake it until it comes out. So eventually guys, after you shake that thing for like 20 minutes, I'm not exaggerating, and taking breaks in between, it comes out. We're going to leak some coolant, so be prepared guys. Even though you drain it, you still have just a little bit in the pipe here. So I'm just going to pull it to the side like that. And now guys, the bad part, we need to disconnect the one on top here. What is bad about it? Okay, Dodge doesn't like to use clamps that you can reuse guys, so you have to install new clamps later. We have the clamps in the description of the video below. We'll have the link so you can see where we buy ours from. So we'll break that one loose now, and we'll continue. Let me get a screwdriver, okay, something that I can hopefully open that clamp with and not break the radiator. Okay, because everything is super tight on this car guys, everything. So I'll just see if I can get a screwdriver in and open that clamp now. Okay guys, I got the screwdriver in. Okay, let me see if it's going to pop open now. Oh, I think it's almost out. From what I can see, there is one little bitty thing still holding one tooth on the bottom. But I'll try to get a bigger screwdriver in and just pop it open now. So finally guys, okay, that thing came loose. Okay, it's still holding here and there a little bit. So okay, this thing is loose. Now I just have that piece right here. Okay, this one came loose. So definitely a new clamp after that guys. Always you have to get a new clamp after that. Okay, you can see this one is finally out. Believe it or not, it's out. Now I'm going to just wiggle that hose careful out of here so I don't break the radiator on top. I'm going to put it here so it's out of the way. Okay, like that. Now let's see if we can get the fan out. Okay, and I can pull it out. The only problem is I have one more clip of wires holding down there. Okay, you can see one more clip of wires. I removed one right here and now we have a second one. Okay, let me just remove that one because it's really, guys, such a limited room. Okay, came out. So you can see just like that. So this is, guys, the radiator fan out of here. Remember I told you, you can see right here it says Fiat, Chrysler, Dodge, Lancia, Alfa Romeo. That thing is used on so many different things, guys. So that's how I remove the radiator fan. If you need to buy a replacement one, we'll have the link in the description of the video below for your convenience, guys. Thank you for watching. Please, guys, hit that subscribe button for more videos and see you guys next time.